There are no missed opportunities. You did your best with what resources and knowledge you had at that time. This is a quote that has helped me tremendously in getting over feelings of chronic regret and feeling like I have lost out on life's opportunities. And I used to struggle with this a lot in the past, so I thought it might be helpful if I share my findings. You see, so many of us in today's society, we look at earlier points in our lives and we see all the success that we did not get, that our colleagues or friends might have gotten. We keep thinking, oh, poor me, I could have studied more, I could have performed better, or all of these kind of things that we always keep looking into the past. And we stay stuck in this form of regret, which I eventually found was a form of self pity. But the idea that truly opened my eyes was something that I read in the book Letting Go by Dr. David Hawkins, where he revealed that the reason why so many people stay stuck, almost stay addicted to this feeling of self pity, is because the egoic part of the mind, that part derives like almost like a sadistic pleasure out of putting ourselves in the victim position. So whenever we think of ourselves as like we were done wrong by the world, or we could have done better, or we could have done it this way or that way, you can notice yourself that the mind derives almost like like a very selfish sort of payoff out of that. And it was also revealed in the book, which was later confirmed by my own personal experience, that getting out of this situation is actually quite easy. You just have to make a decision that I will not indulge in this payoff of like this selfish sort of pleasure out of feeling myself in the victim position, that I will take charge of my own life, and whatever happened, happened, and I'll move on and look at the current opportunities that I have. And the evidence that this rephrasing works extremely well is very clear from my own life's example as well. For example, now I'm almost 30, but back then when I was doing university, I actually wanted to get admission into studying computers, but I could not because I had less marks in my high school. So I used to feel very inferior compared to the peers around me. And I used to always think that only if I could have done better in my high school, then I would have been in a better position. And I used to spend so much time thinking and worrying about everything that happened in the past that I actually did not really do well in the university as well. And then when I graduated and started working, I used to look at my colleagues who are doing much better now. And I used to think that only if I had studied more in the university, if I had like done more hard work then I could have been in a better position now. And so it went on for quite a while until I started doing an actual consciousness work. And so when I actually started doing self examination and doing some consciousness work, did I find that staying in this self pity emotion not only does not change anything in the past, but it also robs me of my current opportunities in the present as well. And that is the reason why I was not doing well in my university or in my early career days, because I was just spending so much time staying stuck in this emotional block of feeling regret and self pity over the things that have already happened. And so my then meditation teacher told me that, hey, like you did your best with what resources and knowledge you had at that time. So just let it be and like focus on the current opportunities. And just repeating this rephrasing over and over again to myself helped me so much. Since then I have achieved so much, like in my professional life, in my material and even spiritual life, that I had never imagined for me. I think you might have heard of the saying that changing the way that we think about the past is as good as changing the past itself. And I think it is extremely relevant for situations like these where we get stuck in thinking about the lost opportunities of the past. And we have to realize that just wallowing in that self pity hogs up so much emotional bandwidth that it robs us of our current opportunities as well. So not only does it not change anything, but it actively prevents us from moving forward. So just seeing this thing for what it is and moving ahead with the clarity of thought can give us so much progress that could not have been possible had you changed anything in the past.